What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Seminoles offense will get first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And he just chucks it into the fourth row. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Scrambling away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range now.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a miss. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Throws to the tight end. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pittman. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Williams.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw again. Trying to escape and get it himself. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Canella. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's White. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Noles have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll get him down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Pittman. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home... going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Keeps it himself and gets to 1st. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game now. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed in for a safety. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. To the air, it's Castellanos. Steps away to find some room. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? With the catch, it's Williams. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Right on the money. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles! They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the ball squirts out deep in their own end. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down. He came up a little short. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets rid of it. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying... the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Hogs it downfield. Makes the grab. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Throwing right. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier.
He's got it, 1st down and more. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Moves away as he feels pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that.
Touchdown, Noles! Grab the short pass. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker, it's McCoy. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Let's it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just... Great place to start for this offense. Scanning the field is Castellanos. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra. The Seminoles have it. Try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. All down at the 18-yard line of South. Turn after that interception. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting it a high.
And he throws another interception. Looking for more room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be...
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.